All right, able-bodied crew wanted for dangerous expedition. Months of darkness, low wages. Glory to be had in the event of success. You're alone in the office. The tea in your hand is long since gone cold. A nice, nasty cold tea is all right. Adequate. Looking around the room, you make out a collection of military books. On the desk is a ship in a bottle. A metronome ticks away steadily. It's harmless. A simple reminder of the time you spent waiting. It stops. You hear footsteps climbing the stairs that brought you here. I'll remain standing because I'm a little unnerved. The door behind you swings open. The captain bounds past you to the other side of the desk. You have all your teeth? I open my mouth. You bare your teeth at the man. Good. Can never be too careful. He sits down. It's little things you can lose people to. I haven't had scurvy before. If that's what you're asking. There's more things to worry about than just scurvy. How many people have died under your supervision? I don't appreciate this line of questioning. You will when you're on the ice. I'm Captain Hunt. Shaw, they call me. He nods. What's that ship on that desk? This detailed, isn't she? Yep. Old sailor superstition. I hope you weren't waiting too long. I'm told it's worth the wait. Good. There's been a lot of candidates. Some good, some bad, interesting mix. I'm sure you understand the need for discretion. I'm just listening. Months of darkness, low wages, slim chance of safe return. That didn't deter you, did it? It's the reason I'm here. A thirst for adventure, then. He winks. Don't wink at me. I keep that to yourself around the other sailors. They might drown you in it. I have a few questions first. Looks down at this list of questions. Were you born a landlubber or a sea dog? I'm from the city. But made my way to the sea eventually. Military experience? No, I only evade in them. Honesty is good. So you skirted the law before then. Is that a problem? If everyone I hired had a clean record, I wouldn't have a crew at all. You ever fired a weapon? Yep. You ever killed a man, directly or otherwise? Yep. I see. You're not married, are you? I don't see how that's relevant. Exploration is a dangerous profession. You must understand the risk you're putting yourself into. I won't be missed. Let's leave it at that. You better not have a death wish, he says. One must believe they'll return to justify leaving any family in the first place. Yours is counting on that, whatever the circumstances. Well, we'll get to the point. Of course. We're here to find the ship in that bottle. The Viscount. Heard of it? Is this some sort of joke? Captain sighs and takes a deep breath before trying again. Not this, Robin. 5 years ago, she set sail on a research expedition towards the Dead Peninsula. They were trying to find and study the absolute magnetic south. Strange name for a ship. Can't all be named the Dukes and Princes. Or 4 Dukes and Princes. Viscount wasn't always hereditary. Was an earned title once. Admirals certainly love their metaphors. Almost as much as their medals. Anyway, the point is she never came back. Last known location was 200 miles south of land, presumed lost to the ice. We're supposed to be chasing this ship? Exactly. That's a little late for a rescue operation. Alive or not, the research is supposedly of extreme importance. All right, you have my attention. He smiles. Here's what we do know. Not one person or thing has been heard from the Viscount since the first left port. They're definitely dead. Maybe so, but just after the ship itself. Those were more money than sense want that old ship. No, that's the job. If I don't pick the first mate, somebody else will, and, well, my judge of character's gotten me this far. Who's financing this? The usual. Film and lecture rights have been sold, of course. We're in the process of signing off the final benefactor for the expedition. They've even donated a ship. We're traveling on board the Temperance. She's a beauty. Not many like it left these days. The Viscount of the Temperance. Sister ships. Built together. Sent out in the world to die alone. Superstition gets people killed. So does cynicism. Captain looked at the bottled ship. What do you think? When can I start? Not many as eager as you. Captain checks his watch. Anyway, I think I've heard enough. He stands up. We'll leave in a month. Welcome aboard. I got the job. What do you think? I'll see you on the Temperance. Bye. All right. You arrive at the docks a month to the day. Before you lies a ship. Letters on its side read Temperance. Let's approach the Temperance. You walk the cobble of the boarding ramp. Beside it is a sharply dressed man overseeing the loading of cargo. Hello, sharply dressed man. He turns to you with a stern expression. You can feel his eyes assessing you. It's good to see someone else with land legs. You must be Hunt's pick for first mate. Extends an arm. Richard Templeton, a pleasure. Don't shake hands. Too many diseases out there. He hands he remains by your side. He retracts. I shall be operating as Chief Science Officer on this expedition. I am also the incumbent representative of our benefactor. Do, however, consider myself and my team at you and the captain's disposal. I'm fairly certain we're all disposable. He straightens himself. No doubt I needn't inform you of your duties. You're second only to Captain Hunt himself. Though I must warn you that you have quite the task ahead. The rabble I've spent the afternoon sorting are the same that you'll have to whip into shape. Punctuality, schedule, a strict adherence to what we need if this expedition is to succeed. Expect you to be the organized sorts. You would not have been assigned the role otherwise. There won't be much of a problem, I'm sure. Can only hope. But your role is more strenuous than it would seem. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Make sure to save for the last moments on land. The less valuable time we waste here, the better. We can go to the city, we can go... Let's look at this young guy. Hesitantly, he begins to drag his feet up the ramp and onto the ship. Alright. We can go to the Temperance. We can go to the city. You'll be gone for quite a while. It will seem some time before you see the city again. Okay. Let's go with the boat. Hunt's description of the ship is accurate. Near identical to the Viscount, barring some modern additions. Let's get out of here. That's a thumbnail if I ever saw one. It's been a month. It's getting loud. Better we have music than no music. Been a month since I signed on. 1 week since we set sail aboard the Temperance. Temperance. Never been on a ship like this before. She's magnificent. Elegant machinery. It's great. I have enough yammer. I'm not much for words. One of Hunt's sailors approaches. Captain wants you at the helm. Why is the music so loud all of a sudden? 1 second. Oh, and it stops. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. I want to see him. He leaves. We can go to the forecastle, captain's cabin. We can go join him at the helm. Let's go to the crow's nest. Crow's nest currently stands unoccupied. Scouting team are expected to join at the next port. Go to the forecastle. Door appears to be locked. Captain's cabin, shut tight. You ascend the stairs at the stern to find an old captain manning the helm of the ship. Robin, lovely day for it, isn't it? One of your lackeys summoned me. I also happen to trust that lackey with my life. He thinks for a moment before stepping aside and stretching out a wrinkled hand. Why don't you have a try? Take advantage of the calm waters for once. I imagine you didn't see many in your past line of work. I got other duties to be attending to. Duty is first and foremost to this crew, is it not? The ship can't steer itself. It's not my job. No. We'll take the wheel. Take the wheel. You grip the wheel of the ship and feel the weight of the waves in your arms. Ooh. Memory in your muscles rear themselves and you begin to move in time with the ship and the wind. Okay. Neat. Yep. Easy. There you have it. Captain pats you on the back. Fantastic. Now try to get a sense of where we are. Perspective. Zoom. Peaceful, isn't it? Sure is. Takes the wheel back from you. I think I'll drink the morning a little longer. Would you mind preparing my quarters for the day's work? There's much to do. Okay. We got a tub. Pristine furnace tub secured to the floor. We got a painting. Sailors in a kraken. Unsure of its historical significance, recognize the ship as the galleon of Captain Hamish. Take requests. Take a seat at the end of the room. Captain joins you. Let's run through our provisions before taking requests. To start, there's 23 souls signed to this expedition, including ourselves. 16 free to be assigned tasks. If they aren't already busy, the rest are deployed to their permanent stations. Able to deploy crew who you have discovered, they must be in good health and not otherwise deployed on other posts. Picking up the scouting crew at next port. The lot of us seem to be in good spirits. It will end tearing itself apart if you end the week with no decorum left. Enough provisions for 6 months in case of emergency. If you can't afford the minimum food rations for the end of the week, crew will become malnourished. Unless cured, malnourished status will develop into scurvy. Okay. Killing at the end of the week. The more enough fuel to see us there and back again. Okay, colder temperatures increases the minimum fuel required. Gotcha. Otherwise, they start freezing. Sled dogs, they're still a matter of negotiation. Dogs we need to send sledding teams out to gather resources on the ice. Sending hunts out further requires a good amount of dogs. I get a rest. Okay, on to work. Corvid. Hello. We found a stowaway in the lower hold. Bring him in. The sailor enters, a young man by their side. You know, you're not the first stowaway I've had. You know where we're heading, don't you? I do, sir. The ice. Did you know that before you climbed inside that crate? I did, sir. How old are you? You're hardly a useful pair of hands. Not true, I can pull my weight, sir. Do you know your jibbing from your bowsprit? I do, I learned it all from my dad. Your dad? He's Ward's son. Followed him on board back in the city. What should we do with him, Captain? Well, Shaw, you're first mate. What do we do with him? Well, he's not staying on board. Aye. We ditch him when we make ports. We don't need more mouths to feed. We drop him off at the next stop. We could throw him overboard. I see myself first mate. You know, I've been on the land my whole life. I've been a criminal. I gotta make a name for myself. I go around letting every stowaway just come and go as they please. What kind of first mate would I be? Boy's face goes pale at the thought. That would be faster, but no, that would just lose me another sailor if that's your plan. We might as well cut them both loose at the next port. Alright, we'll do that then. That's settled in. Drop the boy off the next stop. Please, sir, I can help out at the ship. Quiet. You're all very lucky you don't just tip you into the ocean. Get out of here. What about the father? Should we drop him off with the boy? It's his son. He can decide that. Very well. Hopefully he doesn't care for the runt, and I'm not down a sailor. That matter's sorted. Hello, Cordell. That doggy? Read upon my conditions. What's that? She's to the point. I like it. This is Lady Cordell. She's here to provide us with a kennel of hounds for the sleds. Our agreement was that she would train them up until we part ways at the nearest islands. But I'd like to inform you that you are bringing my dogs through the Pale Passage. I had no intention of sending the pack to its death. Seemed to have good faith in his expedition. It's one thing I ask for my whole kennel, it's another to drag them into the ice to chase a myth. Never before has a buyer been so dishonest. And never before has a seller made such strong demands. What are these demands? She demands we allow her to come along on the expedition as a member of the crew. None of this ship have the experience and familiarity with these dogs as I possess. If you're taking them to such a brutal location, they need me to guide them if they have any chance of survival. Humans on board, too, of course. You can see my dilemma, Shaw. Bringing another crew member on board is a risk, but our hands may be tied. Your thoughts? I mean, if we need the dogs and she knows how to handle dogs, sure, we got an empty space with the dad leaves, so we'll be alright. Alright, you aren't the captain. Oh, I'm sorry. But you're right. I doubt Lady Cordell is likely to give up her demands. Okay. The deal's already to your benefits. Okay. Sleds are useless if you can't control the dogs efficiently enough to haul them, and I would like to ensure my dogs treated properly. Welcome aboard, Cordell. Okay. We now have 24 crew. She'll be with the dogs. Hope not making a mistake. No, yeah, you're fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, one more errand for me to run. Grab the Stoke brothers and order them to meet me up deck after dinner. Hefty lads, red hair, you couldn't mistake them for another. You want me for this meeting? Nope. Not a matter of the first officer to concern himself with. Okay. Grab a copy of the crew manifest and get acquainted with more of the crew. Ookie. I guess I do that. Here. Join the figure balancing on the mast. Close inspection, you make out the ship's photographer, Keisha Belford, balanced on the ship's mast with her camera, lining up a photo. How's the view up there? You startle the woman, causing her to fall and nearly drop her camera. I'm going to sit here and wait for her to get down. She retrieves the device and untangles herself from the rigging. That was a close shave, Officer Shaw. About time I meet the first officer of this ship. Keisha Belford. How do you know my name? I do my research. I suppose there was some sort of rule against what I was doing up there. Deepest apologies, but sometimes there's a shot you cannot pass up. Okay, so she won the Fintler Prize, highest honor in journalism, for her work covering plague outbreaks and riots in the capital. Came to a surprise to many that such a reputable journalist would take on an interest in this expedition. Expect someone of her accolades to be older, more experienced. This is likely the first time at sea like this. She's not prepared for this. That much is obvious. The cold game. Picture that as a header. I'll just let her talk. For the piece on this voyage, I'm trying to come up with a snappy name. No one will read it if the title sounds like the work of an amateur. I'm not creative. You know better. tilts her head and grits her teeth, holding an inner debate with herself. Maybe not. That's how how about Hunt's Incredible Voyage? Too fantastical? I suppose I'll find the right name when the time comes. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Apologies. I'm just a little excited. Well, I suppose you've had your fill of thrills up until now. At least this thrill is within the law. I'm not adverse to thrills. We have some coming this way. I'm hoping to capture something right out of Kurt Darling's old escapades. That reminds me, he'll be joining us at the next ports. I should get his picture at some point. Holds up her camera with a sense of pride before holding it up to her face. Stand still, Shaw. Captain sent me to grab a copy of the manifests. Oh, yeah. Putting together a manifest of the crew for you. Hands you an annotated document. Here it is. Okay, we got Smurf, Corvid, Joe. A bunch of folks we don't know. Scouts, engineers. We guess we gotta find these people. We got Hunt the Specialists. There's Keisha. Robin Shaw is deployed. That's me, right? Me. There's Templeton. We saw him. And then the camera and the accordion, apparently. Okay. Yeah, she didn't put anything together. It's a work in progress. The scout team are to join us at the next port. The captain's forbidding me from the boiler room. If you could ask the others to get their portraits taken, I'd be very grateful. Don't leave anyone out. You do something like that stunt on the mast again, you'll be removed of your camera. That'll get her. She looks to you with uneasy eyes. Her grip on the device is tight and protective. Yes, officer. You don't want to lose that picture, though. It's very striking. Good. Understood, Officer Shaw. Won't get carried away again. She hurries past you. You wonder if she'll heed your warnings. You know she won't. Okay, we go below deck. We can go look at two Johns. You spot a large man with a youthful gait carrying a heavy crate over his shoulder with a relative ease. Hey, you're Officer Shaw. He gives a bright, warming smile. Two Johns. That's what they call me. I'm sure you'll get your nickname later. He attempts to offer a handshake, but loses control of the crate, struggles before firmly holding it in place with both hands. Maybe later. Worker waits. Okay. I have an available crew, so I can put him somewhere. Okay. He's a sailor and saltborn. Alright. Let's go with the folks. Oh, it's, yeah, still locked. You hear the kennel master prepping the room inside. Can I, like... Okay. Let's go downstairs. Ooh. Guess we keep on going. One of the crew, a red-headed man with a thick beard, sits proud playing an ivory accordion. Spotchin ceases his playing. Need something? I'm looking for the Stoke brothers. Emergency? As long as they aren't loafing around like you, it'll be fine. Don't loaf. I earned this break. Speaking of one of them, Grimly Stoke. We'll head up after dinner. You can go now. He gestures to the cook across the room before resuming his playing. Yeah, it's dinner time. They have their meal. It passes in relative silence. It's the evening of week one. They return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Twilight falls. What's going on over here? Over dinner, you hear over here the stowaway speaking with a one-armed man. You'll be dropped off the next port then. Dad, you come talk to Captain and let me stay, right? Can't talk to Hunt into anything when his mind's made up. Besides, he's right. But I can help. You're lucky he didn't throw you overboard. When we make land, I'm making sure you catch a trip back home. I'll be back after this. Not soon enough. Okay, we got Doug Ward added to our manifests. Let's go back up, I guess. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, who's this? Mr. Gloss. Spot one of Templeton's science team pacing around the mid-deck, searching through some luggage. Been pulled from a cabin. Let me look in the lights. Where was it now? Notices you. Officer Shaw, correct. Dwight Glossley. Apologies, I seem to have misplaced something while settling in the cabin. A bottle of wine, actually. Probably best to not be drinking on the job. Of course not. I have to keep the senses sharp in this work. My wife and I brought a bottle to celebrate with, to be saved for the journey back, of course. If you find it, please let me know. I'm going to my room. Let's open the old journal up. Okay, let's just do that. I guess we're gonna go back out. There's Templeton. Ooh, the ocean. Look over the railing of the ocean. A wisp of smoke flies past your face. You turn to examine and spot a sailor with a pipe in his mouth and a sheet of paper in his hand overlooking the stirring waters. Looking at something. Who are you? Tashi. You're Robin Shaw, aren't you? I heard of you. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Fall silent, begins to read the letter. Trying to draw a conversation from him may be similar to extracting teeth. Okay. You spot Templeton looking out into the sunset. As you approach, he turns to you and nods. Officer Shaw, I'll spend some time before we see a sunset. It'll be some time before we see a sunset like this again. A light distribution towards the southern pole is quite a change. I noticed you weren't at dinner with the others. What's the deal? I eat in solitude. I have my own cabin. I make the use of it. Okay. This is a great expectation. There is great expectation upon us, officer. You feeling the pressure? Can't afford to. We have to keep our focus. Looks down, catching his reflection in the ocean surface. Quite the sight, but I wouldn't linger upon it too long. We should retire for the evening. It's important. The first officer be well rested. Okay, well, let's go to the next week. Yeah, keep everything normal is fine. Yeah. Runt leaves the expedition at Orca Island. We made port at Orca Island. Sled dogs are picked up. We got the scouting crew and Kurt Darling. The days are getting brighter as you move further south. Let's start the week. Okay. 2 weeks on the Temperance. There's a rap at my door. Who goes there? Door swings open, revealing Kurt Darling, all but filling its frame, grinning from ear to ear. There you are, Officer Shaw. Navigator is a difficult man to miss. Stature and reputation precede him. Adorned with a slew of apparatus, a seemingly one-man expedition would be known to anyone following the heyday of exploration and the merchandising that followed. I know little of the man. Reputation is indeed great, but the man behind the legend is but a stranger. Hiding away from the rest of us, are you? Nope, just keep him busy. Of course. The role of first mate must surely take up a great deal of your time. Apologies for not stopping sooner, Shaw. Been busy myself. I took a while to set up my team, and a great deal of the crew were quite eager to meet me. You something of a celebrity? I take that to mean you haven't heard of me before? Well, that's a pleasant surprise. There aren't many who have seen my films. Haven't seen my films, particularly this line of work. More than one fellow on this crew said to have my work inspired them to explore the world. Quite the honor, is it not? Is there a point to all this? Oh, apologies. I suppose I did get distracted, didn't I? Anyway, I was hoping you'd join me up on deck. I'm busy. You should be... okay, why? We finally entered the pack. I thought you'd want to see it for yourself. Alright, I'll go there. Oh, enjoy your morning. It's a good day, Shaw. Okay. Open the journal, and then... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. Just, that's the basic stuff. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Ooh, it's cold. Let's go join Kurt at the bow. You both feel the temperance break. The flows both flow you. Gripping the railing, he draws an enormous breath. The footing beneath rises the ship as the ship mounts an impending ice flow. A moment of hesitation before the profound crack relieves the ship, cascading across the ice. Nothing else like it. Just ice, Kurtz. Don't get too excited. Nowhere else in the world I'd rather be. In your right place. You're in the right place. What's this all about? We're about a week's sail from the last known location of old Viscount. Assuming she isn't exactly where they left her, we can't take smooth sailing for granted. Same goes for this daylight. It won't remain this bright for so long once winter encroaches. Beautiful as the ice is, on this course it's going to get thicker. We won't be so confident when the leads dry up and we're stuck here till the next cycle. We need to change course. Avoid the pack. We got enough supplies for that. Not the supplies I'm worried about in that situation. People will turn on each other before they let themselves starve. You ever experienced a long night winter? It's not pleasant, to say the least. You know, there's a chain of command, Kurt, and this isn't one of your TV shows. Certainly not. If I was satisfied with those, I wouldn't have left retirement. We're only as good as the unhappiest man, Robin. That's First Mate Shaw. To you. He gives me a salute. Yes, officer. I trust the captain, and you should, too. He goes back to the ice. I'm starting to kind of feel like a little bit of a jerk. Let's go talk to the captain. Or to the helm. At the stern, you notice an older sailor at the helm. Takes in a deep breath, cold air. Morning, he says. He eyes you up. Officer Shaw, right? Lefty. Call that on account of, well, it should be obvious. Don't worry about the bad sight. This is all feel. Just keeping her steady. Surprise Hunt picked from outside as first mate. Would you prefer the role? You seem to have the experience. Definitely not. The old body can't take the pressure anymore. Besides, I've worked on other ships. Others have worked with Hunt much longer. You must be something special for Hunt to look outside the ranks. Heard some rumors about what you're up to before. Honestly, that might be a boon in Hunt's eyes. Mornings like these are about the only peace I get from the younger lots. Take these moments when you can. Good talk. Good talk. Take some requests. I feel like it's almost like a kingdom simulator. Just we're on a boat. Like people come to talk to us, you know, and all that. Ready for another day at work? Yep. Okay. Hoping you'd help me work through a few more requests from the crew. You may notice the line pooling up outside. Everyone wants something. Okay, let's bring in Hammond. Short, sour-faced man in engineer clothing approaches. Are you acting daft, Hunt? Not with intention. Not bloody surprised you didn't notice. This is our chief engineer, Clive Hammond. An opinionated one. What is it, Hammond? We hit the ice, and you haven't assigned any extra men down on the boiler. You have your engineering team. And we only got 6 arms between us. I need more manpower maintaining this. Sailors. Many of the crew have their own tasks they're busy with. I know I've already assigned Smurf on that matter. He turns to you. How many do you think is fair? 1? 3? More. How many sailors do you want to assign? Okay, choices are going to matter. So, you want sailors over there? Why can't you just take one of the scientists? You don't do anything. We can have this guy. You can have... Smurf's already there, right? You get Runts. He's only got 1 arm. You get 2 Johns. You can do it too. Okay, that's it. Take Tashi and 2 Johns. You have to do it with 2, I'm afraid. Hold his tongue. Fine. But you can tell me how right I was when we're buried under the ice. Okay. be seeing much of that guy. He burrows himself into the boiler room. Okay, we'll save her for later. Corvid. Word's gotten around about the stowaway we removed last week. Yeah? Hi. And the thoughts? They aren't one bit happy, least of all his dad. He says it wasn't right to send the boy away. Only reason Ward stayed aboard because he needed the pay. Up in arms, are they? No, they understand. Spares more food for the rest of us. Still not a wise move to upset my crew, is it? Shaw, perhaps we should consider the crew's feelings next time. What? Scold, thanks for hanging out again. Have a good one. Thought occurred to me the other day while looking through my crew manifest, and it might be too late for us this now, but we've already entered the ice. I thought it would be good to have individual photos of the full crew for your report. Not only my report, it'd be good reference from manifests, put faces to the names. I have a little problem putting faces to the names. Your thoughts? Do we care about pictures? It's a little waste of time. Well, we should be bracing ourselves for the ice. You know, I'm not worrying about these dang pictures. Come on now, Shaw. A few photos wouldn't take much time. Oh, I got mine to go for that. This may be our last chance for such a thing. Well, Belford, see no problem there. What'd you ask me for? Arrange the pictures to be taken over with the crew for dinner. Thank you, Captain. I'll attempt to get as many individual crew's photos as I can. Okay. Done. Okay, all settled. Take it you've spoken with our navigator? Kurt had a few words to share with me about changing course. He may have been an expert in his time, but these days Kurt's one more with more money than sense. Perhaps we shouldn't rule out old Kurt so easily. If the man thinks there could be an alternate path through the ice, he's free to search for it. Shall I meet with him when you have time? Changing course or not, we'll want his scouts set up in the crow's nests. Take care of that. Okay. Okay, I notice a figure darting by, climbing the ropes with ease. Figure lands on the feet before dusting themselves off. Their outfit denotes one of Kurt's scouting crew. She looks to you. And you are? I'm first mate. You should address me as such. Sure. Flick, one of Kurt's crew. Don't worry about my safety. I know what I'm doing, trust me. Kurt doesn't just hire anyone. Well, he didn't hire me for no reason. Got the medals in gymnastics if you're worried about my credentials. Jumps up and returns to scaling the rigging of the ship. Alright. Who's this? Oh, somebody's seasick. Spot a youthful-looking man leaning over the side of the ship, his head slumped as he looks in the icy pool below. No, I'm gonna let him be. Okay, let's go to the navigator. Send me up there, I'll get you a reading, says Kurt. Times his eyes the man's cane and turns to you. I believe the navigator means to send you one of his scouts. Of course, if you find one of mine, they'll get us a reading, rightly. Oh, I see. Okay, some choice required to use assign certain people for a task. So we need to get somebody in here. We'll send Flick. We don't know anyone else. Okay. All clear up top. We got a map. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's Orca Island we just came from. Last port you made where you picked up Kurt and the scouting team. There's our boat. And we've got Viscount Island. Last known location of the Viscount. What am I supposed to do? Just look at the map. Okay. Let's go back down here. Two of the newly arrived scouting crew talking. Ah, Quilsy. Any trouble settling in? Not too bad. Can't wait for a chance to sleep, though. Proper navigator never rests until their work is done. Of course. I take you had no issue settling in. No, not at all. The crew's all funny a lot. Old Kurt certainly caught their attention. Do you think any of them would mistake Kurt and myself? You think you'd collapse from joy if they did? Perhaps. Okay. The cook. He must be Shaw. Seems you've met my brother already. You're in Stoke, but nobody calls me that. On this ship, I'm known as Junior. You're the cook? Yep. Good one of that. Hey, Shaw, can you grab some tins from the pantry? It's nearly time for dinner. What? Spot a suspicious sailor emerging from the pantry. Hooded sailor spots you, keeping their hands firmly in their pockets. Now, what it looks like, Officer Shaw? Plek. They call me Gnomes. I'm not thieving anything. I hadn't considered that, but now... You think I protest too much, then? No worries, I was just setting up a practical joke. Best not be making a mockery of the crew. They appreciate it fine, don't you worry. Not your expense, if that's your concern. Have to get some enjoyment around here, don't you think? He scurries up the upper decks, return to work. Alright. Let's go to... There's the pumps. Nothing in there. What's in here? The pantry? When we get into the pantry, a bag of flour drops on your head, scattering all over your officer's uniform. Oh, gnomes. You wipe the flour off of you before continuing. Gnomes! Oh, I'm gonna get that guy. Throw him overboard. Anything for the hoosh? Feed the hoosh pot. Okay, we're throwing in tinned food. That all we got? Yeah. Okay, done. No. Okay. Crew for dinner. Should we toast the ice, says Darling. Aye, says John. Days are longer, but dinner is fixed. Will see us through the long days and darkest nights. I'm trying to post the hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Notice it's still bright light outside. There's two sailors passing by from the dinner table. An inebriated sailor, wobbling legs, leaning on the shoulder of another. Good times, good times. Need to learn to handle your drink, Tucker. I'm fine. My mates can carry me. They can also drop you. Two Johns carry you next time. Okay. See those lights upstairs? Over here, two engineers chatting above deck. Over here, one engineer speaking to another. I don't know about the chief. How the chief could stay down there all evening. You ever see Mr. Hammond eat? I haven't. Maybe he doesn't eat. Man's not human if he can work all day and night on that boiler. Probably doesn't sleep either. He probably sleeps. Oh yeah, the guy that we put down there. Anything? No? Okay. Doggies. Dogs regard her rapt attention as she paces between them, bowl in hand. The largest joins her side as you approach. Try some. What's in it? Caviar and rose petals. Nah, very funny. I already ate. I'll try it. Nearly burn your mouth on the hot broth. It's tasty. You enjoy it. I'm afraid there's only so much. If you want more, I'll be among the dog's leftovers. Penguin, some blubber, fats and proteins. Something you needed? Why are you here? Oh, right to it then. She pets the dog by her side. I'm here for them. They belong here more than we do. Unlike us, they need the ice. It cools them through their paws as they run. They'd overheat otherwise. What's that beside you? Who's that beside you? This is Stanberry. Strong animal? Very. They handle stress differently. Adapt quickly. There's plenty to be learned from them. You've been on the ice for a long time? Long time, yeah. Okay. As you were. I'll pet Stanberry. You know, I'm a jerk to humans. But to dogs, I'll give dogs a good pet. You ruffle his head. He tries to lick the broth from your fingers. Alright. We're going to pass the day. And then I think call it a day. Because I'm getting tired. Journal. And, oh, we gotta hit E. And end the day. Normal food rations is fine. Oh, we don't have enough for everyone. Really? Guess we're going half rations this week. Oh. That's right. Only on monsters mean the pets. You're right. Week 3. Ooh. Well, yeah, we are in it. Okay. Let's see. Let's just take a look at this and see what we get. Get started. The whole room shudders. Yeah? What the? Well, I was worried about this. Look at that ice. We could be trapped for a while. Strong pressures if we didn't have enough. What was that? No need mucking around. Let's get to work. Where's Hunt? I'll grab him. I'm sure he felt it too. Shaw, check the boiler room. Sure, the mole man has problems of his own. Okay, we'll be free to move him before you know it. Back to work. Figure we get something crazy going on in seconds. Boiler room? Where's the boiler? Down here? I haven't been down here yet. Let's go into the coal bunker. If I made any errors, I'd tell you. It's secure, don't you worry. Am I interrupting? Not anymore. He's interrupting my work. Sure, the boiler was not damaged in the sudden commotion. I told you if it was, you'd already know. Not in the business of making mistakes. No, if the furnace goes, we don't go down with it. You're only one man. Okay. Okay, he's busy. He's busy. I don't fancy staying on this ship any longer than necessary. It's imperative we break free from the ice as quick as possible. Where is the one who got us into this mess? I was hoping Templar would know. Yeah, where is he? I was informed by one of the Stokes that I just missed him. I have a suspicion as to where he may be now. We're on a ship, unmoving one at that. A man cannot simply disappear. If he's anywhere, he must be in his cabin. Give him an earful on my behalf. Well, he's not in his cabin. I was just there. Let's go give the captain a visit. The captain's going to be dead, isn't he? Before you fed the furnace, mind grabbing some coal from the bunker? I'm already on it. Already on it. There you go, buddy. Where is this guy at? Crew's readying themselves for dinner. Dinner already? If we should go talk to... Let's talk to her. What happened? Ship's come to a stop. Almost flung my camera into the wall. Have you seen Hunt? Not since this morning. He was going to speak with Grimly about the lifeboats last I heard. Oh, he's gone, isn't he? He's gone missing. What falls in winter but never gets hurt? Snow. I'm trying to find some themed jokes. How are false teeth like stars? They come out at night. How do you know the ocean is friendly? Well, it waves. Why are pirates pirates? Because they just are. Okay, there you go. Dinner time. Dinner time. Okay, crew has their meal. Dinner is shared. Where is this guy? He returned to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled. Yada, yada, yada. Where is this guy? Ooh, we're outside. That's Kurt. Going to Captain's cabin. Where is he? I was informed that he was here. Where could he have hidden himself? Well, he's got to be in here. Look under the desk. I doubt he's cowering beneath a table, Shaw. Captain's laugh rings out from behind the door. He watches you both, his head swaying as he chuckles to himself. Surprisingly difficult man to get a hold of, Hunt. Was he in the bathtub? Clothed? I know it well. I believe you two are already acquainted. How long have you been drinking? I don't suppose you care to join. Oh, he's drunk? He shakes his hip flask as he holds it out, whiskey sloshing and spilling from atop. What have you, Shaw? Can't tempt you with some sweet nectar? I don't drink. You don't care to humor me on this once? Your loss. Your ship is trapped in the ice. It's my ship now, is it? What do you expect me to do? Get shovels out? I warned you, you should have listened to Kurt. Kurt. You would have some luck relying on that old lout. He's a man chasing a spotlight, nothing more. No safe passage here. This was always going to happen. Captain, you're not fit to stay, and you should retire for the night. Shaw will stand in your stead. We can continue in the morning. Abandon my duty? No captain would do that for a fit captain. Wouldn't you agree? Isn't that right? What makes me a good leader? Sobriety, for a start. I'm serious, Shaw. What makes a good leader? In a word, then, what makes a good leader? Control. Control? Explain. In all appearances, they need a leader. You need to convince them you're worth following. Now, how do you do that? There's only so far a puffed-out chest and booming voice can get you. No person's life has ever been saved by a scarecrow. They can scarcely protect corn. Speaking in platitudes will do you no good. Good leader is something more than a simple rule you're told to follow. When you see one, you just know. Waste enough time with this. Real question. Shaw, look where we are. You think we're going to survive this? I had no assumptions on returning alive. Well, yeah, best form some. Wouldn't just be your life you're throwing away. He laughs. Shaw, nobody knows we're out here. No. Wouldn't want to accept your employer. Our benefactor. We all want to be paid after this, don't we? Enough! If you weren't fit for the lead this expedition, you should have not agreed to it. You shouldn't be... None of us should be here. Old Kurt paid handsomely to join. You're just a botanist sent to keep an eye on me, our doctor. And then there's me. What are we actually looking for? Hunt chuckles. Ghosts! He opens the door. Captain needs his rest. We'll discuss once he's out in sound mind. No, let him speak. It's alright, Robin. No. Keep talking. I'll be alright here. No, get talking. He fell asleep. Alright. Hunt needs his sleep. Appear the pressures of command is greatly affecting him. You should find some rest yourself. Crew have their commands. Clear your head. Alright. You wake to a room awash with green. Loud banging on your door and a familiar voice speaks from behind the wood. Shaw, you in there? What's going on? Why is everything green? Never mind the green. The boiler is in serious trouble. Pumps need manned and we need to stop the whole system overheating. And I don't need to tell you, if the furnace goes, we go. Okay. Let's go. Alright, let's move. We need to find the captain now. Lights of the aurora flicker over the pale ice. Nothing. Visibly perturbed, he takes a moment to compose himself. Even the tub is empty. Why would you expect him to be in the tub? Important. He doesn't make sense. And the man seemed barely fit to crawl himself into bed earlier. What? Alright, Shaw. Captain's missing. You're in charge. Good to hear. Don't get a big head about it. Yes, indeed. Crew are no doubt waking at this moment. No doubt scared, confused. It's your duty to keep them calm, maintain order. He glares at Templeton. It's Shaw's job to get down to the boiler room now. We've already wasted enough time looking for Hunt. If you storm down to that room, you'll be doing his inside in a panic. When you calm the fears of the crew, maintain an air of focus. Lie to him as the ship goes down? Not at all. Instead, assure them we know how to remedy this matter. You know how to remedy this matter, Mr. Hammond? Aye. We need to be quick. We don't have time to worry about some stupid sailor's feelings. We got a bloody ship to save. As you said, Shaw's in charge. Decision is yours. Yeah, Hammond is right. Let's get down there. Seems like he's always kind of excited about things, though. I'll keep the crew at bay, then. Okay. Let's go. Going down. While the crew notice you and Hammond descending below, the whispers begin. Decorum is going down. Pick up the pace, walking directionless and with hurried footsteps. I don't want to talk to Kurt. Boiler trouble, I take it. I'll lend a hand. Not when you're walking with that cane, you're not. Tell the crew to hit the lower decks as many as possible. Let's go, Shaw. Time to save the ship. See the brothers trying to open the door to the hold. I'll join them. Trying to get in. Same door stuck. Pull harder. It's the only thing that matters. Now. It unsticks. Grimly looks to you before darting off into the dark. There's a bloody idiot running off to. Okay, let's get moving. Okay, boiler room. As you enter, Hammond's engineering team are hard at work. The larger of the two engineers loses grip of the valve as steam begins to shoot out, causing Hammond to dash forward. Watch it! He tackles the engineer to the ground, saving him from a nasty steam burn. What's the word, Chief? Keep those valves pumping. Avoid a water hammer. We won't be making it off the ship. The rest of the crew aren't here. Grab a valve and start turning. Okay. Pump. I'm pumping. Feel the ache in your muscles as you continue to push the valve, keeping the pressure at bay. The furnace rumbles and sputters, hemorrhaging fuel. You keep turning, doing your best to keep the pressure at bay. We'll be at this for hours. Where's the rest of the crew? They're teleporting in. Okay. Am I supposed to be doing that? No, nothing to do here. Okay. Give me coal. Turn those valves. I'll feed. I don't think I have any coal. I'm gonna do the. Oh. Tashi, you get on that. Can I say someone you go do this? No. I'm gonna put Tucker. Get on that one. Actually, you know what? 2 Johns. He can handle that one. No fans working on the boiler, you begin to fight back the potential water hammer. Someone's gonna have to hold the furnace in place. Let's put Tucker on that one. Okay. Oh, oh. Water hammer. A jet of steam paints Higgs. It subsides and they writhe in agony. When a crewman gains a severe status, such as wounded, they become invalid and unable to work. Shifting the valves as the boiler's going down. The ship is saved, but you won't be sinking today. The crew gives assistance to the wounded Higgs. You feel your muscles tense. Oh, the decorum went back up. You fall back, collapsing from exhaustion. As you lay back, all you can hear are the pair of panicked voices. Where's Captain Hunt? He's gone. Okay, we got no rations. We have 0. We have 0. How do we have 0 food? No, we have a little bit. Okay. We have 0 fuel. That's what we have. And we're just through the prologue. I got the prologue achievement. Lone Captain's cabin across the deck can be heard a commotion of the crew. Word spread quickly of Captain Hunt missing. He slips through the door. Shaw? No sign of Hunt? Nope. He's still missing. He's alone in that regard. Sanders, Sparrow, and Grin are also unaccounted for. I don't even know who they are. How you going missing? Here comes the dysentery, yeah. Sizable food and as is a sizable food and fuel supply. One of the larger lifeboats. Oh, they stole it? You and I are not naive. Quite clear what's happened here. How's the rest of the crew? Confused. Former captain is no longer with us. You understand what that means. That'd be Captain Shaw now. I'll take it. I take it. Not quite yet. New captain must be selected by the crew. First mate, you have the most clear argument to take that role. How do I argue for the role? Presence in the face of Hunt's absence is argument. Hold a vote as soon as possible. That carpenter, Grimly, still loyal to Hunt's. Many of the sailors will follow his vote, if not all. I'm sure you have the vote for myself and the scientists. Kurt and his crew are like to support you as well. I'm not sure where the engineers side. They're likely loyal to the pay. Higgs still recovering from the steam burns, which may end up working in our favor. Civilians are a mystery. I believe when all's said and done, you'll just about make the votes. Just about my only competition could be dead for all we know. No. Loyalty runs deep among this lot. They're waiting outside, Shaw. They're scared. You and I both understand the importance of maintaining decorum. Sometimes tough times seem dire. Remember, there's a rescue ship on the way. Even if the temperance fails, we have potential escape. 35 weeks. Ship will arrive in 35 weeks. Focus on surviving that long. I have no food or fuel. Am I doing something wrong? There's no fuel at all. Okay, we'll hold out. Okay. 35 weeks. It's been 3. Okay. I'll take the hatch. Okay. Yeah, it's week 4. What is it? Out with it. I think it's best we declare the captain and the crew missing are dead. No need for us to complicate things any further. I'm not a liar, Templeton. Leaders lie, get used to it. What? Not this leader. Drops of whiskey in there. There's the desk. Ledger's gone. Alright, crew. Notice the absence of Higgs. Crew members notice you stop. Their attention ripples across the deck. To be clear by now, the Captain Hunt is no longer serving his post. As such, we should vote in a new captain. I nominate Shaw for the role. Your choice. What of Hunt? I don't see him among us, do you? I don't see a body either. He's still out there. We don't know what happened. Something we can discover. For now, someone has to take the reins of command. All in favor of Shaw? Let's vote, I guess. I haven't had any chance to, like, do anything. What do I do? Like, what if we... I haven't done anything. The Kurt's crew? Stoke! How could you? I should have been nicer. Hammond, I helped you with the boiler room. How dare you? Ah, the dogs. I remember the dogs. I wonder if that's just, like, guaranteed to be that way? Confirmed as captain of the expedition. Well, eyes have it. Shaw will be acting captain from this point forward. Acting in Captain Hunt's stead. Give me a nod. A moment passes in the cold. They await your next words. I'm just gonna wait. Just stand there and stare him down for a moment. Where's Captain Hunt? He abandoned us. His eyes widen. Whispers began to roll throughout the crowd. If anyone knows anything, come forward. Silence hangs in the air. As long as we keep our wits, there's no reason we can't survive this. Begin to bubble up once more, and more questions coming from the surface. Members of the crew start speaking out one by one. How are we supposed to survive out here? Is help coming? What about our pay? I said my piece. Get on with your work. So are you sure that you wish to adjourn this? Crew could do for some further direction. We're wasting our time standing here, Templeton. There's a lot of things. Not much else needs to be said. Oh, I'm a good captain. Good captain. I got the hat. Decorum goes down. Was it 0 we lose? Take requests. Okay, acting captain now. Alright. Hammond, I have a question for you. Why did you not vote for me? If that boiler was the start of our troubles. Have you seen the state of this bloody ship? She's bleeding in the lower decks. We need to stockpile as much fuel as we can. We don't have any fuel. If your fuel runs out by the end of the week, we die. Spend too long on the ship, we die. We don't stockpile enough fuel for the winter, we die. Alright. Get some coal. Get it in the furnace. Try and crew to shoveling whenever possible. I feel like I'm missing something. Like something's not. I gotta do something wrong because, like, I'm gonna lose, but I have nothing that I can do to like fix this. Where's the overboard option? Junior, let's talk. Ice looks unbudging, doesn't it? Yep. Crew seem to think so. They think if we don't intervene, the Temperance will never get freed. So just breaking the ice, I assure you it won't work. No intervention is needed to break the ice enough for you to free this ship. But others to work is on that is simply a waste of manpower. Maybe they're scared though, worried. I feel like they tried something. We can't waste crew on this pointless task. If we're gonna die doing nothing. So he likes me, but he doesn't. Or that group, I guess. Okay, Kurt and Cordell. Kennel Master's with me. There's something we both need to know. I've strong suspicion on what this matter is. I was planning to speak with the captain on it myself. Fortunate happenstance, then. Captain, I know these conditions well. I've seen them. Any idea the Temperance is being freed of the ice anytime soon is a pipe dream. We need to press on. We need to become aware of our new environment. Trust me, Captain, we'll be living off it for quite some time. You suggesting we live off the ice? I'm suggesting I'm pointing out the necessity. Dog sleds will need to be exercised regularly. There's no better way than engaging in hunting. Quite lucky, despite the circumstances. Now is the peak time for hunting and navigation. Traversing the ice may be a possibility in the future. We need to be prepared for that. If we're to survive out here, we need to know what lies ahead. Uncharted territories, Captain. We have no idea where we are. Current rations are not set to last forever either. You can say that again. Send out a hunting party to me as you please. My dogs and I will assure their survival. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah. So how do I do it? Is the question. I guess we go out and we go visit them? Oh. Okay, scouts. Is that one with, yeah, the dogs are going out there too. Okay, okay. Will we get some, oh, and then sailors for that. Sure. Whoops. Okay, mark down for a hunt of the week. More penguins. So like scout in the area, and then we can grab some stuff. Can anyone else do this? Yeah, send the scientists out there. I should have done that before. I did wrong button again. Send out the scientists. I have not enough something. No, not enough dogs. Okay. Yeah, we desperately need firewood. I don't know where we're going to get that. Oh, we had to change. Oh, it changes. Okay. How do we go back? Okay. I am going to end it right here because we're about to die. Let's just pass a day and just see what happens. Oh, I can't pass a day. Never mind. I won't pass a day. Let's end it right here. This is a good spot. I haven't completely died yet. And so, we're good. We're good. Tashi, do I know you? Keep your nose clean, Shaw. Good luck, Captain. Okay. Like we can eat, but we don't have anything to eat. I can't feed the pot because I got no food. I guess we're gonna get penguins tomorrow. So there's just no food for us. It seems like we're set to be doomed here. Gonna get because there's no more food in the. Oh, there is a tin right there. Okay. And we can send someone in here to get it. Oh, look at that. Can I do that? Could I be doing that before I could be going... This makes a lot more sense. This is how it is. Not the red room. Into the coal bunker. But there's no coal in there. But we can get a stack of coal and put people on it. Look at that. And then we get sacks of coal. That's what I should have been doing. Okay. Okay. I did not understand that. Clearly. So then we should get whatever we need. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's where I thought it seemed like I was doing nothing. I was just sort of along for the ride, and I was just sort of doomed. But I get it now. And that'll feed that. So then we have food for the next day. Not gonna be for the doctor. Okay, yeah, then we can... Okay. I get it now. I get it. Okay. Okay. Now I understand. Anyway, there is the Pale Beyond. Seems like something that would take some time to get into. And a restart, because clearly I have hosed myself, because then we can throw the bricks in, and that's where we get the bricks coming in. It all makes sense now. I completely missed that. I apologize. So, there's Pale Beyond. Thanks for hanging out tonight. This one's out as of February 24th. And, yeah, neat game. I just wish I had, realized what I was doing earlier. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out tonight.